Hi guys, it's Mulaney G here, all the way from the NWT. I'm starting up a YouTube channel, so hit like and subscribe, and give me a comment, and let me know if you guys want me to talk about anything else. Just give me some ideas, pretty much. So I've been getting like a lot of messages, like from friends and stuff, or even people that I never really talked to in a very long time, asking me like how do I do it and stuff, like to stay sober and stuff. So pretty much this video is about addiction and my recovery, and so pretty much my story, and it is share my experience, strength, and hope with you guys. And I just want to like this, I hope this video just gives you hope or things that can change and stuff like that, and that you're not alone. So pretty much I'm just going to start off by saying, like, I am from Fort Good Hope, Northwest Territories. It's a very small isolated community, like about 600 people. And so I think at like to deal with like trauma or abuse at a very young age, I started like doing like mood altering substances. Like I started smoking weed at age 13 because I didn't know how to deal with anything. Like I was still young, and like you don't talk about your feelings from where I come from. Like it's like a no, you can't do that. Like you have to keep it to yourself or whatever. And like you got to be strong. That's pretty much what I was taught and whatever. And so age 13 I started smoking weed, and that was just like a fun thing to do with your friends at that age. Like that's what I thought. And so at age 15, that's when I started drinking. I was in Fort Smith. I was living there with my family, and my mom was doing like a cooking course and stuff like that. So they had a liquor store there, and that's when my drinking started like increasing. And I pretty much we moved back to Fort Good Hope, and I pretty much thought that I was like, I'm not gonna drink when I go back home. I'm not gonna do that because I didn't like. But then as soon as I went home, like I became a daily drinker. It started getting very out of control. Like I didn't care what I did or what I said. Like I didn't even remember what I did and said. Like I hurt a lot of people within that very short period of time. I started getting very out of control and everything. I didn't know what else to do. So pretty much at age 19, I reached out to a counselor because I wanted help. I went out to my first treatment center at age 19. It was a 28-day program. It was in Hay River, and pretty much within those few short weeks, like I just wanted an escape out of my community. That's kind of why I did it. But then within those few short weeks, like I actually wanted sobriety. And but then like after the course was done, we all ended up going back home, and then I relapsed. And I guess I wasn't ready. Like I was not ready and stuff to. I thought so far ahead, like I can't stay sober that long, and I just see my family, my friends drinking, doing drugs and whatever, and I thought that I was missing out and stuff like that. I was still young, having fun. So pretty much that went on for a long time, and it's still very hard to talk about. But at age 24, a tragedy struck my family, and um, yeah, there was a murder in my family. She was my cousin, also my best friend, and yeah, so she was murdered. And it's still hard for me to talk about like the grief and everything. Like even today, like it's hard to accept and let go that this happened, and I will not talk to her or see her again. And so it's very hard, but I'm gonna share my story with you guys. Like it was very hard to deal with. I did not want to, like I was so angry. My mind was so like sick. I was so angry. I was so hurt. And like this was a big part of my life. She was a big part of my life. We grew up, and to talk to somebody every day, and just suddenly one day you're not getting those phone calls, and it still hurts, and it's still like I'm dealing with it in a different way, which is good because I would have went out and got drunk and loaded. Like I don't want to feel these feelings. Like get this away from me. And so basically, I drank from night and day after that. I did not want to feel anything, and then I started trying heavier drugs. It started getting very out of control. Like I was not eating, I was not sleeping because of the drugs and the drinking. Like that's the only way I could go to bed. That's what like my body was so sick and everything. I was not in a good place mentally, physically, and emotionally and spiritually. I was a complete mess. I was bankrupt of everything, and I was hurting my family, I was hurting my friends, like from the things that I would do and say. Like I did not realize what I was doing, like when I was under the influence. And it hurts me today, but when I think of the things that I did do, like I was told, this is what I did, this is what you did, and then I'm like, oh my god, like I don't remember, and I'm just full of shame and just like feeling sorry for myself and self-pity. And it's just like, wow, like all these things that I was feeling. And so pretty much after that, I yeah, that happened at 24, and then it went on, and then 27, that's when everything started going downhill for me quick. And like just from all the stuff that I was doing, I started like thinking of suicide. I didn't know what else to do. Like I just wanted to shut off my head, and I didn't want to feel the way I felt anymore, because I was just like hurting deep down inside. Like of course I could put on a smile for everybody, but then like you could see it in me. Like I know people seen it in me before I left Nanaimo, in my community, and I was that girl that you would thought would never get sober, or yeah, things like that. And because everybody knows me, like my nickname is Miho, and everybody knows me as that back home. And so pretty much one night I blacked out. I downed a 40 in my room. Like I'm constantly in my room at that time. I did not want to see people. I was such in isolation. I did not want people to see me. I was at my house, but I wasn't like there. Like that's how I was. And my mom and my family were so concerned for me, would check on me in the morning or night just to see if I'm still breathing. Like it got that bad. And pretty much I woke up in our local health center, and they said that I tried to overdose on pills. And so I was like just throwing up, just sick and everything. And so pretty much they medevaced me out to Inuvik to see a doctor. And for those 3 days that I was there, I was on suicide watch. So pretty much I was laying in bed just thinking. Like my mind drives me crazy sometimes, but I was actually thinking, what has my life come to? What am I gonna do? I don't want to feel like this anymore, and like I am going to die. Like a part of me, like even though like I was in my addiction, like I was in that mentality, like I am not gonna live that long. I am just gonna go crazy and wild now. And like that's where I was thinking. And then that part of me was like, no, I want to live for a very long time, and I want to leave a very good mark with my family and my friends. And then so pretty much the nurses asked me what I wanted to do, and I said I need help. I want to go to treatment. And yeah, like they were all very happy for me. Like I just met these people, and they were very happy that I made that decision. And they're like, we're gonna set you up with a counselor back home. So they released me, and then I went home. And just that feeling of walking in my house, like that shame and that what I just done, and like yeah, like it was not good. I went straight to my room, I put my bags down, I shut my door, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go and tell them like what I'm gonna do, because like I felt it was so awful, like what's done. And I was just coming back from the hospital, and because they were very concerned for me, like the looks on my parents' face, like I never want them to feel that for me ever again. I never want to put them through that. So pretty much I came out and I was like, I'm gonna go to treatment. I have an appointment tomorrow. And the looks on my mom's face was so priceless. And like she was like, oh my god, that looked like she's gonna actually go to treatment again. And so pretty much I went there, and she was like, okay, there's a bunch of options to go for treatment. And I already knew which one I wanted to go to. I said I want to go to Edgewood. And she was like, how do you know about Edgewood? And I was like, there's a few people that actually went. And so pretty much we like made the arrangements and everything. Like she had to fight and argue to get me here, because there's only like certain circumstances that will take you from Northwest Territories. But then they were like, yeah, okay, like so I had got my health card. I had to wait 1 month for it, and then I could leave. So pretty much within that month, like I started going back out, and I still had to go and see her, and I would show up like drinking and high. And but then I was still determined, like I still wanted to go. And she's seen that in me, like you're still coming and you're drinking, but then that's okay. So pretty much I started getting in fights and arguments, and I was just going right back to what I was doing. Like a part of me wanted to like go out and get help, because like my addiction was right there, right in my face. And just so I even got an assault charge that was pending within that month. And it's just like so much things just happened quickly, and I like, yeah, so my health card came in. I finally left to Yellowknife, and I went out with friends, of course, crazy me, and then that next morning I had to fly out, but I end up passing out like that morning, and I missed my flight. And so then I made a phone call, and then they were like, okay, we got you another flight, you have to be there tomorrow. And then I was like, okay. So crazy me, like, I went out drinking again, and then, but this time I actually made it to the airport. And but here's the thing, like, yeah, I had a half a Mickey, and crazy me thinking like it's gonna be such a waste if so I downed the whole thing within a few minutes, and then I made it through security. Like, my mom and them already left, they dropped me off, they're actually in Yellowknife at that time. And then, like, I end up passing out in the lobby waiting, and then so I woke up in a drunk tank. Oh, it was so awful. Like, I was just like full of just like that, oh, that shame, like what I just done, like I messed up my chance for treatment, and I was just beating myself up hardcore. And so I did the walk of shame to my uncle's, and that's where my parents were staying. And I was thinking what my dad is gonna do. Like, my dad, like, yeah, he's a tough love kind of guy, and but pretty much they said dad's drinking or whatever, and God. So he came downstairs, and then he just like sit with me, and then I sat with him, and then he was like, it's gonna be okay. Like, he kind of laughed about it a little bit. He was like, it's okay, my girl, you're gonna just make that phone call and just see what they say. So I just phoned. They're like, okay, you have to be sober and you have to be at the airport. I was like, okay. So pretty much I start getting ready. Like, I ate in the shower, and I actually felt like going out again, but my mom was like, get the F to bed, you're not going out. And the phone was kind of ringing. She was like, don't phone this phone anymore, like, she's sleeping. And I was scared of her. Like, my mom is small, but she is like fierce, and oh my god, she's scary. But she loves me a lot. So pretty much I was like, frick it, like, I'm not gonna mess up my chances. It's like probably like my last one. So pretty much I made it to the airport that afternoon, and then I went out. Oh yeah, when I was at the airport, passed out or whatever, and I woke up in a drunk tank, my bag actually made it to Calgary before me. So I overnighted in Edmonton, and then I made it to Calgary, grabbed my bag, and then went to Nanaimo. And that's when yeah, like, I was like thinking, what is this place like? And I didn't know what I was walking myself into. Like, I was thinking these people are just crazy and just mean and nasty, like addicts and alcoholics in one place. Like, how scary is that? And like, one of them, but I thought I wasn't as bad as them. That's kind of thing what I thought. But pretty much I walked in, and I did my admissions, and I started settling in. And then, like, I was just checking out the place, and then people just start walking up to me, asking me, like, what's my name, and just being nice and everything. And I think that scared me most, to be honest. Like, I was so uncomfortable. I did not like that. But as it went on, like, I made a lot of friends real quick, and they showed me the ropes. I followed the schedule. Well, I was late, to be honest, but yeah, it was still good though. I liked the things that they were teaching there at the treatment center. I learned a lot from them. And so basically I was there for like 5 months. I think the people that I went through with know me better than the people that I grew up with, because of what I was doing in there. Like, we were talking about certain things that happened throughout our life. And so yeah, like, that really started healing me from the inside. Like, I had to talk about things that I did not want to. I broke down so many times. I cried, I let it out. I actually felt those feelings again, the things that I froze out of my life. Like, I did not want to feel it at that age, and I was deathly scared. It's like, what is happening and stuff like that, through the things that happened to me. Like, I'm not afraid to talk about it today, but I won't say it on here. But pretty much a lot of things happened, and so I started dealing with it, and I started feeling, I actually started loving myself. Like, that's the thing, I have to start loving myself. Like, I do deserve good things. I am worthy, and like, I have so much love to give to people. And I was that person that would have this like wall, like, it was so thick, you can't come near me, you can't hurt me, I would push you away before that happens. So pretty much after that, I completed treatment, and I had a choice. I could either go home or stay here. Like, what am I gonna do? And I gave up my health care, and to become a resident, that's what I had to do because I did not have proper ID. So I was like full of fear and scared what I'm gonna do if this happens and what that's gonna happen. Like, what if I go homeless? Those were the things that I thought about, and I'm like, no, like I have so much support and love. I started going to all these resources to help me, and like I started doing it on my own. Like I actually started becoming independent because my parents are not here to help me do that. Like my mom like pretty much did everything for me, and then I had to, like, she taught me so much. That's when it started kicking in, like, okay, I'm 28 years old, like I have to start doing it. I was 27 when I came here, but 28 in New Year. So yeah, I've been here 15 months, and God willing, I'm gonna go all the way. Like I don't know how long I'm gonna be here, and that's okay. Like I'm not gonna think that far ahead, but pretty much there's a few things that happened when I got out of treatment. Like I didn't feel safe at this first place, so I got help from an awesome lady. She is such a, I don't know where I would be without her sometimes. And I actually stayed there for a while, and then like I found jobs. Like I was working every now and then. Like even like I'm not working right now, and that is totally okay. Like back then I would be panicking and going crazy, like what if this is happening and I don't have money for that and this. And so I pretty much just pulled myself, I have to like pull myself back and be like, no, like everything is gonna be okay. Like at the last minute, everything else seems to work out. Like I just like, I have such a better relationship with my higher power today. Like I pray every night for so much of, like, I pray for like strength, guidance, and just to like help me in certain situations. And I always say thank you now. Like I always say thank you for my friends, my family, and everything that I'm blessed with. Even though I'm going through struggles, like I'll be okay. And like I feel so much more healthier. My mind is so much more healthier. But I am still going through struggles. Like even though like you see it on Facebook and whatever, like I'm doing all this good things, like I'm still struggling with depression. I'm still struggling with like living life on life's terms. Like I know that I will have failures and have loss, but I could walk through that clean and sober. I have so much love today. I can't explain it. Like I have so much love for myself, and right now forgiveness is a huge thing in my life. Like I think that made me heal so much more. Like I gave them so much power over me. Like I just forgive them. Like sometimes I did not want to. I just hated these people, and I wanted them to like just hurt and everything for what they done to me. And I was like, so I was just like, I prayed for them, and it actually works. Like now it's just like, no, I don't feel angry. I could actually say their name, which is good. Like I feel so good. And yeah, like forgiveness, forgive yourself, help people, respect life, respect people, and just love. Like that's all I could say right now. Like I am doing good for myself. I'm doing well. Like even though I'm not working, like I'm gonna find a job for sure. And I am just doing things differently from what I was doing before coming out here, because I was not living, like holy smokes, I was still living with my parents and just pissing away life. And now I'm actually like out here on my own, but I still get help for sure. But I'm taking responsibility for my life and my actions and behaviors. And I'm pretty much out on here on my own, but I'm not alone. So I have a lot of friends here in Nanaimo. I got a lot of love and like support, and all I have to do is ask, like just like, yeah, have humility and ask for help. Or yeah, so I always want to be there for people too. Like if you are ever struggling and you need somebody just to even talk or listen to, like don't be afraid to reach out to me. Like I will be there just to listen and talk about like certain things if you want to. Like don't ever be ashamed or anything to come and ask me. Like this is kind of what the video's for. Like I want you guys to know, like you're not alone. Like I for sure will probably have something in common with you or even relate. And so I just want to let you guys know, like probably like almost 20 minutes, so you guys could just like subscribe and comment. And if you guys want me to talk about anything else, I will for sure do that. I don't know what else I'm going to be posting. I'm going to be probably doing like a scaring compilation or something of my friends here in Nanaimo, or I don't know. But it's all fun and good. Like, I love my life today. I love Nanaimo, but I miss my family so much. And there's a situation gonna be coming up soon, and I might be going home for that. I don't know. I'm not gonna get my hopes up because anything could change, and I'm so bad luck. But yeah, so pretty much. Hopefully, I go home and see my friends and my family because I miss them. I love them. I can't wait to see my nephew and my sister and yeah, my aunts and everybody. And so I am going to stop it here and wish you guys another 24, and just reach out to me if you want to. I am here for you guys. So thank you so much for watching my video. Much love. I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good night. Take care. Bye.